and that's what keeps him busy. He stays on about 15 acres, which they're turning to a farm, and his private home is on that lot. He stays there with his older sister, who's helping him today, and he's got some extremely serious medical problems, and that's why we asked the Honorable Court to do this thing early, because he's having his jaw realigned today. And I hope this Honorable Court will take that into consideration.
Thank you. And the address again was 7900 Cogswell?
Yes, 7900 Cogswell. And Your Honor, just for the record, not to interfere, but I think there is a conviction on a similar thing from 2 years ago in Romulus and one in 2021 for Van Buren Township.
Okay. All right. Mr. Kennard, is there anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentencing, sir?
No.
No,
All right. Are you, I think I'm picturing your property. You're real close to Cogswell.
it's next door, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm familiar with that parcel. Okay. All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, Your Honor, nothing from the prosecution.
All right, Mr. Kennard, I've dismissed the tampering charge. I'm going to put you on the trespass charge. I'm going to put you on a non-reporting probation for 24 months. Stay out of trouble, no new criminal history or no criminal activity, and stay away from the 7900 Cogswell address. Fines and costs are $500. Can you pay that today online, or you want me to give you some time to come in person?
Some time to come in time and pay it.
All right, how much time do you need, sir?
4 months.
Well, I'm not going to give you that much. You want like a monthly payment plan or something?
Yes.
Tell me how much you want to pay every month.
Judy, can you help the judge out, since you'll be the one that's paying it?
What? $100.
And when can you do the first one, sir?
Today.
You're going to do that in person?
Online.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that way. $500, $100 every month starting today. You understand the terms of probation. Stay out of trouble. All right, you don't have to come to report to probation once a month or anything like that. Just stay out of trouble. Anything else, gentlemen?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nothing,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Thank
Nothing
you,
else.
gentlemen. Enjoy your day.
Burkhardt, thank you.
Take care, Mr. Burkett. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Judge, I'm going to bring in the K person because I don't know who that is. And then Austin Gutierrez, I guess, is another one added for today.
All right, thank you very much. Feel free.
Mr. Duncan.
Thank you. Oh, Gotcha. Just want to just the evidence if you don't mind. Where did this occur? What street?
East Road,
And what street?
Bellows.
Thank you.
Sir, have you had trouble with Jason Mossett before? Yes.
Objection relevance.
Judge, this is
It's already been answered. It's already been answered. He said yes.
have you had trouble with him where you've had to use contact?
Objection relevance.
Judge, I trying to show some background because obviously if it's an assault, subjective view of the defendant is important. And if there's a history between people, it's going to be important, you know, assault.
I'll allow it.
Have you had contact with the police?
Yeah.
And when you were coming over to Mr. Mossett's home on this occasion, on February 5th, did you tell Mr. Mossett you were coming over?
No.
Okay. Did you tell anybody you were coming?
Yes.
Who?
His girlfriend and my kid's mom.
Okay, and what's her name?
Christine Rodenberg.
And
I'm sorry, say the name again.
Christine Rodenberg?
Thank you.
And did you call her or text her?
I texted her.
Did she tell you to come over or not?
Objection relevance. Doesn't justify yourself.
You come into a house,
It's set in context. I'll take it.
were you told to come over or not?
I was told it's my scheduled pickup day for my daughter, so yes, I was told.
And she couldn't
Pick up, she wouldn't bring her over because program was coming.
Okay, so is your testimony that the text messages between you and Christine will show that you were told to come over to the house?
Absolutely.
And when you got there, you pulled into the front of the home?
I pulled over the driveway again.
And when did you first see Mr. Moss?
After I beat the horn the second time around.
And he came out and you gave a statement to the police that day. correct?
That's it.
So when Mr. Longstead came out of the home, you were sitting in the car, right?
That's correct.
And did you think he was mad at you, or was there words said between the two of you?
Yes.
And did he ask you to leave?
No.
So what was the tone of the argument then, if there was one?
He was aggressive.
And aggressive how?
Aggressive by adjusting a pistol from his back and says, I always fucking with Chris. And that's when I got out because I gave motion he had a pistol and I put my hands up.
No, so is your testimony now that he had a pistol?
My testimony is that he adjusted his pistol in the back. It started.
And did you tell the police on the day in question that he had a pistol?
Yes, I said that he has guns.
That's not what I asked you. Did you tell him that he came out with a pistol?
I did not.
One of that kind of important.
Judge,
I was basically,
it's argumentative and he's not here to say what's important. That's for you to decide.
Sustained.
But you didn't tell the police that.
no,
Judge, ask and answer. I already said it.
Ask him again. Sorry, Judge. So he's got a pistol. He's aggressive with you. Jason Long said, you're sitting in your car. Why would you get out of the car?
because I was gonna go to the door. I said, Chris, come get your boy. Because it looks like he wants to be physical and I just want my dog. So you caught I can.
So you exited the vehicle.
That was a yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you exited the vehicle, is that when the physical confrontation started between you and Mr. Monstead?
Some verbal first and then yes after that.
And how did the physical confrontation start?
He pushed.
And what did you do?
I put my arms up to defend myself and we kind of scuffled a little bit and then I felt some punches on the head and I felt something much harder hit my head.
Because did you tell the officer that you thought you were punched in the head 5 or 6 times?
I felt I was struck 5 or 6 times and then the hits felt like they were something a lot harder than
I was gonna ask you something, I was reading police reports.
Yeah.
So you didn't tell him that you were punched 5 or 6 times in the head?
I don't know.
And where were you punched in the head? Show me the portion of the head.
Face. Right, yeah.
And I'm reading your injuries. Did you have an operation near your right eye?
No, it was everything was pretty much on the context.
Did you have a small laceration on your forehead?
Yeah.
Where? Show me where.
For the record, he's pointing towards the center of his forehead. Would we agree?
And is it accurate that it was small?
On the yeah, it was just like a divot, like because it was almost like a puncture.
And is it accurate that you had 2 small lacerations on your left cheek?
Yes.
And is it also accurate that at that time you denied any medical attention?
Yes.
So when did you lose consciousness?
After the first strike.
Well, at some point in time, didn't you use some type of weapon against Mr. Monstead?
No.
Didn't you pick up a wheel or something and start hitting?
Oh yes, that's when he was choking.
Did you forget?
No.
Okay, so was that after you lost consciousness or was it before you lost?
That's when I was being choked out the second time because I came to when they were pulling me into the garage.
So when you say choked out, I'm reading the report, I don't ever see anything about being choked out. Is it something new or
And
did
that's
you just think of this?
He had me in a headlock, chokehold. That's in the police report. And then when I was going unconscious, I grabbed the wheel off the floor and tried to get him off me and hit it over to the back.
So when the police arrived, where were you in Mr. Monstead at?
Just about the entryway of the garage.
And were you entangled in a fight?
No, I was on the ground. He was behind me in like a chokehold, choking me out.
So he was holding you down.
No, I was kind of almost sat up and he was behind me choking.
And now, once again, you're using the word choke. I want to make sure, I just want to be clear on this.
Choke.
On the day in question, did you tell the officer that you were being choked? Yeah, you were choked. So if would be in the report that you told him.
Objection, how would he know?
Because he's the one that gives the
He's
statement.
not, he's not responsible for an officer writes or doesn't write in a report, and it's also hearsay.
You can ask him what he told the officers, but unless he's seen the report.
I told the officer that he was choking me from behind. And that I grabbed a wheel, because he asked me specifically. And I said, when I grabbed like a rusty old, looked like a motorcycle rim, and hit him this way to try to get him off.
So as
Just for the record, Mr. Stepsky is motioning with both hands above and behind his head. Agreed? Thank you.
that, and you used both hands and did that as you being choked out.
Yeah,
And did you hit him?
I believe so, very weakly, because that was steel, we think it's heavy.
But you did use that weapon at that time.
I did this.
Judge, can I have a moment?
Sure.
When you, just a couple more questions, when you arrived at the residence, did you understand that Mr. Mom said on that residence?
Yeah.
And that was his problem?
Objection, relevance.
I didn't know if there was.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir.
Time, the hall, and he's living there, and it's lying.
What's the relevance of the ownership?
Why you telling somebody from residence? And he's having an argument with somebody who owns a piece of property down in front of his front yard. And his testimony is he's getting out of the car and walking into a fight. So I just want to know whether he was aware. I'm asking him again.
I think residence is relevant, ownership isn't, and it's already been established that he knew where he was going. Move on.
And so I just want to be clear. So when you got there, Mr. Momsen approached you and you two were arguing.
Through the window at first.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask you, was it pretty clear to you that Mr. Momsen probably didn't want to have you at his house?
I have no idea. I pick up my daughter every 3 days. So, I mean, that's the standard.
No, yeah. I should be there.
Yeah.
Follow up.
Don't redirect, thank you, right.
Sir, you can step down. Watch your step on my ramp. All right. Okay. Okay.
Where do I say?
You can wait out in the hallway. Thanks, sir.
Hey. Just had surgery since we walked on those.
That's all right. All the way up front, ma'am. You're gonna come up here, watch this incline ramp. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today?
I do.
Settle in that chair right there. After you sit down, go ahead and state your name and spell your last name for us.
My name is Christine Roberg. Last name is spelled Rodenberg.
Thank you. Mr. Duncan.
Thank you. Ms. Rosenberg, do you know Joseph Schwisky?
Yes,
Can you say his last name?
Seth Check.
It's Sepchak. And how do you know him?
He's my kid's father.
Okay. And did you have contact with him on February 5th of 2026?
Yes,
And how did that contact happen?
he was texting me.
What was the purpose of the text?
He wants money.
Anything else?
Your Honor, we would object and move to strike. First of all, it's hearsay as to what the complainant said to her. And therefore, it doesn't matter that he already testified, it's hearsay. Secondly, it's just not relevant.
Let's do one at a time. Hearsay?
Well, Judge, let me rephrase.
Fair enough.
Did Mr. Sepchak say he wanted to come over?
Yes,
And were you residing at that residence?
I,
With who?
with my boyfriend and my 2 kids.
And are your kids also Mr. Sepchak?
Yes,
And was it his gate to pick up the kids? So it wasn't his day to pick up the trucks?
No,
And when he said he wanted to come over, did you tell him to come over?
no.
What did you say?
I said, don't come over.
And was there any reason why you said don't come over?
Your Honor, we checked on relevancy grounds, it's not relevant. He might have been barred from that house for 1,000 years, it doesn't justify an assault.
Yeah, we don't even know if there was an assault. I mean, I'm talking, I'm trying to get all the facts out.
I'll allow it.
Why you told him to come over?
Check for relevance.
Oh. And did he come over anyways?
Yes,
Okay. And you were living there with Mr. Momstead?
yes.
And did Mr. Momstead know he was coming over?
No.
Objection, how would she know?
It's already been answered.
And what, did you tell Mr. Momstead he was coming over?
No.
And did you witness any argument between the two?
Yes.
What did you witness?
Been an argument outside. I was in the kitchen looking out the window on the phone with 911.
And why was he calling 911?
Texted me saying he was going to destroy my life.
And did you witness any confrontation?
I've seen Jason and Joe talking.
Why don't you see?
That's it.
So you didn't see a confrontation?
I was still on the phone with 911 when I went downstairs. Yes, I seen it.
And what did you see?
I seen Jason and Joe fighting.
Okay. Did you see a weapon being used? In fighting when you had a hand combat with that fighting?
They were like hugged up on each other.
And what else did you see? If anything?
That's all I seen. And then the cops, well, and then Jason was holding Joe on the ground until the cops.
So when the police got there, where was Jason and where was your subject?
Jason was holding Joe on the ground.
With a weapon or no?
No,
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Cap.
Fair to say, you didn't see what happened initially between the two men.
no, when I looked out the kitchen window.
Answer the question yes or no, you didn't see what happened between the two men. You didn't observe who started the altercation.
Right.
You don't know what happened during the altercation.
Right.
Right? And you know that your former husband suffered injuries, you know that.
Boyfriend.
I'm sorry,
We were never married.
so your former boyfriend suffered injuries, you know that?
No,
You weren't aware of any injuries he suffered?
we don't talk.
Talking about that day.
Could you repeat the question,
Did
please?
did you notice whether he had suffered any injuries?
I did not.
But when you spoke to the police, you didn't tell the police that a statement had been made by the victim about you that he's going to destroy your life. You didn't tell that to the officers, did you?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Which officer would that be?
Oh, goodness, I don't know. I don't know his name.
Thank you, nothing.
Nothing to.
Any other witnesses? Any rebuttal witnesses?
No, sir.
Ma'am, you can step down, watch your step on the ramp, you can wait outside. I'm ready for argument.
Your Honor, in this case, you've heard testimony from the complaining witness that he was injured, that he was struck several times, that he was rendered unconscious, that he went to an urgent care clinic. You heard that he has injury to his face. You heard about another injury. So the question for Your Honor is, assuming we establish probable cause that a felony was committed, what felony? In this case, based on the number of blows and a weapon being used, Judge, it's assault with intent with great bodily harm less than murder. And of course, Florence assault is a cognitive offense that would accompany the AGB, which you certainly for. Thank you.
Mr. Duncan.
Judge, I mean, we have case dealer over to somebody's house. He's had previous contact and previous problems. There's an argument at the car where the victim is arrested. He gets out of the car. He doesn't have to get out of the car. He goes just leave. So he gets out of the car. So it's obvious to me that he's going to fight. He wants to. There's a phantom weapon being used that nobody really has seen. The alleged victim states he's sitting in the back of the head with he's touching the back of the head, and he thinks it may have been a crowbar because of the way it fell. So we don't count crowbar. We don't. It's family. The only weapon that's used is when this guy was being held. We both is being choked out, and somehow he's got the ability to use a weapon on my client, a whip, and it's him. It's, Judge, I just don't, I understand that there's a lot of factual questions, but I think I'm gonna leave it to the practice department. I actually think we'll see anything more than a fight here. And it's being a valid topic. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure.
Your Honor, you heard testimony from the complaining witness that he knew that the defendant had guns, and that he saw the defendant with a gun, and that's why he got out.
Well, that certainly cuts both ways.
But
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm gonna bind over on the count one in the complaint and the count one only. AOI date is 2 weeks from today, the 21st, 9 a.m. Bond will be continued. Anything else, fellas?
Okay, thanks.
Good luck downtown, sir. Are we ready on Ethan Stewart?
Yeah, I'm going to be.
Are we holding this one, counsel? Mr. Martin, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Judge. I think you need to get to it. Waiting here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, because Mr. Clovis is on, Austin's on. Austin, do you have a camera?
Yes.
Thank you. And then for the judge, yeah. If you don't, just dirt down.
Judge Bill Clovis, on behalf of the defendant P3434. I'm at an airport and I apologize for the background noise.
You're good, not too much noise, we can't hear much.
All right.
Please, man.
Have one of those girls trip, which is a big deal. We're going to the Italy tonight, be lots.
All right. Before district court back in session.
Have a seat.
In New York is just stepping off.
Mr. Clovis, are we ready on Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm in an airport and I apologize for all the background noise. Hopefully it'll stop soon.
Problem. Your appearance.
Your Honor, Bill Clovis, P 38434, on behalf of the defendant.
Your Honor, today that we have scheduled a final street trial where the complaining witness, Ms. Tia Runslow, was subpoenaed to be here. She was subpoenaed to be here at 9 a.m. The time is now 10:05 a.m. and she has failed to appear.
Mr. Clovis, you're gonna make a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. We make a motion to dismiss the case without prejudice. It's my understanding she no longer wants to proceed.
Granted. Mr. Gutierrez, did you post any cash bond?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then you're all set. File will be dismissed.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
Hold
Thank
on
you.
just a minute. We got some other business, you and I. We've got a 2020 operating while under the influence of controlled substance charge you owe money on. We haven't seen a payment since September. Our
I'm
file
aware.
shows a balance of $594. Are you working?
Yes, I am. I'm aware of it.
Being aware of it doesn't pay my bills.
I'll pay it
When are you gonna do that?
this weekend, or this week. I'll go up there and I'll pay it.
You gonna pay it all today or this week?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give you until Friday about 3 o'clock.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, good luck. Have a nice day.
All right. You too.
You're welcome.
If you found this case as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful courtroom breakdowns.